All right. Well, I hope you all had a nice weekend. And let's go back to our calendar math. This is what we've had, the pattern that is developing, where we talked about that there's a yellow square, square, rectangle, square with an orange. And I want you just to take a minute or two and look at these numbers and what do the numbers that have different symbols on them, what mathematical properties do they have that are similar? I'll give you some vocabulary words for calendar math that might help you if you haven't quite figured it out. Do you know the difference between a square and a rectangle? Do you know the difference between odd and even? Multiples. Do you know what multiples are? By the end of this week, I'll have you guys put suggestions on in the comments so we can generate a discussion about what are some of the ways that the vocabulary words are creating a pattern and which numbers have those patterns. So since we weren't in school on Saturday, I'm going to do it now. Can you make a guess before I put it up? What do you think will be the next number in the pattern? I will give you a hint. The vocabulary word this month for September and August, because we do them at the same because there's not very many, a full week in most school districts. So calendar math has kept August and September pretty similar. But what would your guess be for Saturday? Knowing the word multiple. Multiple means the multiple of a number. So the multiples of 0 are infinite 0. The multiples of 1 is 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 3 is 3, and so on and so forth. Can you see on our calendar math that there could possibly be a number that has its multiples highlighted in the pattern? Well, let's see. I already did 1, 1 and 2, 3, 4. No, there's difference. What about 2? 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Oh, okay, so there's a pattern. 2 times 3 is 6. Uh-oh. There's yellow, yellow, blue. So that can't be the pattern. What are the multiples of 3? 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. So how many of you now think you can not predict, but now you know because of the pattern what Saturday is? What color is it going to be? How many of you said, or are thinking at least, that it's going to be blue? But wait a minute. These blue are different. These blue are the same. These blue. What are the properties between 6 and 12 and 3 and 9 that would make these blue be up and these blue be side? Can you think of that? Well, if you think you know why this blue and this blue are different, what mathematical properties it has that makes them different, or what makes this blue and this blue the same, predict for Saturday. Is it going to be blue? And which way is it going to be? Is it going to be up here or is it going to be sideways? Another vocabulary word for this month is odd and even. Odd numbers are 1, 3. Oh, wait, is 1 an odd or even number? Think about it. Yes. If you said yes, it is odd. Odd, 1, 3 odd, 5 odd, 6, 7 odd. So odd numbers alternate. Even numbers are the easiest of all because you can just count by twos, right? We go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, wait a minute. Did you notice a pattern there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. What do they all have in common? If you said they all have an orange circle, now you're figuring out some of the steps of calendar math, the patterns that are developing. So let's look at Saturday. Can you figure out what it would be? Dun, da, da, da. How many of you knew that it was going to be a blue rectangle? You probably knew that because it is a multiple of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So now you should be able to say, oh, I know for a fact when the next blue is going to be. Huh? But why is it upright? Upright, upright. Do you know why these are down? Think about your odd and even. And just kind of keep that on the back burner. Let's go to Sunday. What would your prediction of Sunday be? Well, we know Sunday is going to be 16. So 16, the number 16, what does it have in common? Hopefully by now you're thinking, okay, 16 is an even number. So it probably is going to have the same characteristic that all the other even numbers have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And those characteristics is it has an orange circle. So you should have thought, oh, it has an orange circle. And there we go. And now for today. What possibly could today have? The number 17. Is it odd? Is it even? Is it prime, composite? Is it a multiple of something? So if you see that 17 is unique in some way, look at another number on calendar math that has the similar characteristics of 17. Do you notice anything? So make your prediction. Ready? Is that what you guys thought? Okay, but you can see as we go, we're starting to develop and incorporating our vocabulary words with our math skills to predict patterns. And then what we do is we prove those patterns by testing them on future numbers. And this is how calendar math is going to be incorporated throughout the school year. So we'll stop part 1 and move on to part 2.